So, just remember that when you are asleep and dreaming, you do not know that you are asleep and dreaming. The body you have in a sleeping dream is an illusionary body. It doesn't actually exist. And the world that you see in a sleeping dream is illusionary and doesn't exist. And yet, it is absolutely convincing. You absolutely believe that when you are asleep and you are dreaming, you absolutely believe that this is reality. There is no question of thinking, I am dreaming. This to you is reality. It is real. It is totally convincing. You do not understand, nor can you ever accept that this dream body that you now have is not real, does not exist. Nor can you accept that the world in which it functions in the dream state is not real and does not exist. And so if I came along in your dream and were to tell you that you are dreaming, that this body that you have is not real, does not exist, and this world in which it lives is not real and does not exist, you would simply dismiss me. You would think I was crazy. You would just not believe it, and you would continue with the dream, whatever it is you are doing. Now, the very, if you like, sad thing about all this, it would be wonderful if what happened in your dream had any significance. That when you woke up, you would derive, the benefits. For instance, if you won the lottery in a dream, and you woke up and the money was there, that would be wonderful. But I'm afraid if you win a lottery in the dream state, when you wake up, you have not won a lottery. It was illusion. It was a dream, and you have not benefited. And so this is the situation that we have now. You are now asleep and you are dreaming. And what you think of as your real body is in fact illusionary, and it does not exist. And neither does the world that you perceive right now through this illusionary body. It does not exist. It is not real. And so the question is, do you want to continue in this dream world, or do you actually want to be enlightened? Now, most people are filling up their dream world with all kinds of efforts to try and get to enlightenment. But if you do that in the dream state, even your enlightenment will be a dream state. And when you finally wake up, like winning the lottery, it will not be there. So everything that you do in this dream state may be entertaining, it may be fun, or it may not be, but it is illusionary. And we have to consider the fact that although we don't have another body sleeping on a bed somewhere, we are in fact pure consciousness, and this dream state is simply arising in what we actually are, which is pure consciousness. And we have to consider that and begin to believe that we are in fact at this moment asleep in the deepest slumber that you can possibly imagine, even though you believe that this state is actually wide awake. It isn't wide awake. You are right now in the deepest stupor that you can be. A dream state is less of a stupor, and of course the dreamless state is the more wide awake, because then everything has disappeared anyway and you are pure consciousness in that state. But right now, this is a dreaming state that you call wakefulness, and you are wrong. And until you recognize that it is a possibility that you are asleep and dreaming, there will be no enlightenment. It's enough.